Hello, everyone, and welcome to the XXC podcast. I am your host, Vengeance. I'm joking. I'm your host, Xavier Excellence Collier. Today is Friday, March 25th. Happy Black History Month, because we missed that month. That was supposed to be my original podcast recording date, but happy Black History Month, happy Women's History Month. Once again, I have Punky Ail joining me. Say hi.
Hey guys, what's up?
And today we're going to be talking about a few things. The Batman, a few movies and TVs, my personal gaming, and some Twitch affiliate stuff. So to start off, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl. That was February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. I personally wasn't voting for anyone, the Rams or the Bengals, but I was surprised that nobody told me Odell Beckham Jr. was on the Rams.
I had no idea. I'm just grateful that the Eagles even made it to the playoffs, and then I dipped once they left the playoffs.
Okay. I personally don't watch football, but I know my players. So I was just gonna roast it like there wasn't a lot of advertisements. Well, there was definitely weird advertisements, but there weren't enough movies and TV series advertisements, which is what I more so care about.
Usually when I'm watching the playoffs, I see like a bunch of half-naked people. I don't want to see that anymore.
What?
Remember when Mariah Carey was
You mean like beer bellies or something?
No, like a woman, like dressing, like woman acting, woman rappers and stuff.
Are you talking about the J-Lo and Shakira performance?
Yeah, that's the one that always comes to mind. So that's why I don't watch the Super Bowl commercials anymore.
That was a performance. That wasn't a commercial. That was a halftime show. I mean, come on. Beyonce was at the Super Bowl, but she was fully dressed. She was wearing the Michael Jackson outfit.
Right. What am I saying right for? Like, I watched this.
So let me just pull off the advertisements I did see. I miss Moon Knight, and I think they showed Doctor Strange, then they showed the trailer, but I had to watch it later, and they showed Sonic 2. Pick your team. Which I'm excited for. This is March 25th, so next week is Morbius, and then the week after that is Sonic 2. I'm actually excited to see that. I feel like that's going to be better than the first one, because Jim Carrey is great. We got the original voice actress for Tails, and Idris Elba is Knuckles.
Sounds good.
And
Still not watching it.
Oh, come on, they got the Chaos Emeralds.
I'm definitely upset that I didn't watch the trailer for Moon Knight. I definitely have to watch that sometime soon.
Yeah, that's coming this Wednesday, actually.
Oh, okay, cool. Wow. So I'm trying to plan a date with my boyfriend to watch Morbius, and I'm letting him know, like, I'm upset that we're not going to watch the day of. Like, come on, you need to plan this date, and soon. I have a thing for monsters. I mean, not monsters, but like vampires. And Marvel.
Yeah, I like vampires too.
He has a form of vampirism, and I'm like into it. I'm so interested to see where they go with it.
I'm still not, but maybe I'll watch it on Tuesday. There's always negative reactions to watching it. So some people have always seen it early. I mean, as expected, it is Sony, and plus nobody knows who Morbius is. I mean, he is the first villain Spider-Man ever fought in like the 70s comics, I think, but nobody knows who he is. I know Mr. Sinister because he's in the Deadpool video game, but then again, it's also funny that they're releasing this movie April 1st. But back to the Super Bowl advertisements. The Halogen with Mary J. Blige, that was actually good. I don't remember the Chevy Silverado commercial, but I think the car was electric. The Rocket Mortgage commercial with Barbie, that was kind of weird.
I didn't watch it, so I have no opinion.
There was Barbie dolls trying to promote Rocket Mortgage. Like they were in the house.
What?
Miley Cyrus, Dolly Parton, and chorus singing for T-Mobile, that was good. But then there was another one with I'm so happy, very happy, I'm singing a song. Two actors from an old doctor show, I can't remember, but they were singing 5G without BS for T-Mobile. They were singing West Side Story style.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which, by the way, I did watch that movie.
And you rating?
Yeah, me and Mom were watching that last week. It was actually great. It's actually good. I only knew a few West Side Story songs like Maria, America. So it was actually good. For me, it's like the first time watching West Side Story because I've seen the original West Side Story, but not fully. And the old actress, she's in it too.
Okay. All right. I might just be convinced to watch it, but I'm very selective on my musicals, guys. Like, my favorite musical is Into the Woods. Take that how you will.
That's a good one.
Right.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
My throat is parched. That's a lie. I just drunk before recording this. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, West Side Story. That is nominated for the Oscars. The Oscars is this Sunday.
I might watch it.
So there's West Side Story. There's King Richard. Downtown Abbey, I think, or something Abbey. It's kind of like a horror movie with Bradley Cooper.
Oh yeah, I keep seeing trailers about that. That's sort of interesting, but not interesting enough for me to.
Yeah, it came out December.
Tickets.
I forgot to watch it. Licorice Pizza. I still think that's a weird flavor for a pizza, but that has Bradley Cooper in it. It's like a rom-com.
Oh, okay.
So what else? Dune is nominated. I think I always said West Side Story. There's a few others I probably don't know about or can't remember right now. There's one with Benedict Cumberbatch, something about a dog, The Power of the Dog. That's nominated. A few songs, I can't remember the songs. Encanto and Luca are nominated.
Of course. I haven't watched Turning Red yet. No spoilers, but I heard it's really good.
It's another coming of age story. What was I about commercials? Morgan Freeman with Turkish Airlines, that was great. Matthew McConaughey with Salesforce, meh. Google Pixel 6's Real Tone with Lizzo and Black Lives Matter, that was good. The Lay's Chips commercial with Seth Rogen and Paul Rudd, that was kind of funny. Kind of. I can't remember it right now. I think it was weird. But I am interested for The Lord of the Rings, The Rings. This is a prequel coming to Amazon Video this fall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen all The Lord of the Rings, even The Hobbit, so I am interested in. So it's going to show characters before Gandalf is in it. One of the elves is in it. The oldest female elf. Who plays her?
I can't remember, but I see her face in my mind.
Yeah, clear face, Elvis ear. She wears something on her head like a diadem.
Right.
You see her in like the first movie.
I don't know exactly what I watched in Lord of the Rings. I think I watched everything, but not in order. Yeah, everything, but not in order. I just remember that I love Legolas. I just love him.
Wait, how we get the Legos? You played Lego the Hobbit?
Legolas.
Oh, Legolas, yes.
Legolas. My bad.
Orlando Bloom, yes. He was funny. So I describe it to you. Would you like me to find the box? So I look for a name or elf. Blah blah blah. I'm typing names to kill time. Lord of the Rings female elf, Queen Galadriel. Yeah, that was a young Queen Galadriel.
Oh yeah, who fell in love with the human? No, not the human, the dwarf, right? Or the human? Which
Maybe
one was
you probably, because it's showing a red here. You probably think of one. No, I'm talking about the blonde one.
Oh, okay.
I really gotta go into a website to figure out the names. Name all people that don't know nothing about Lord of the Rings because it's too long. I think her name was Galadriel. She was played by Kate Blanchett. That's who I couldn't remember.
Right. Familiar face. I've definitely seen her face before.
Yeah, but moving on. What other commercials? That was it, and the best one was GM Automobile with Austin Powers. Mike Myers came back as Dr. Evil. The lady was back. Seth Green, he had a child, and I think the guy with the eye patch, but I can't remember. They also kind of had mini-me. That was funny.
Interesting.
So, moving on to our next segment, the Super Bowl halftime show. I'm calling this topic still XXC. Get it? Because it's still DRE.
Yeah.
This one,
I got it.
This was probably the best Pepsi halftime show in a long while. Dre was amazing. Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, and they had 50 Cent as a surprise guest.
I did see a little something with 50 Cent. I saw 50 Cent's little. I saw him
go
rapping a little bit.
It's your birthday. We gonna sip a Cardi like it's your birthday. Yeah, he was there. Anderson .Paak was also there on the drums for Eminem's performance. I'm happy Eminem took a knee though. Everybody was Everybody was mad because he decided to take a knee when they told him not to. I'm like, he better. Respect.
Right.
But yeah, the timing was great. Everyone was great. There was a few musicians in the background and dancers too for L.A. Compton. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I was talking to my friends. We were watching a Super Bowl party at Rowan, and we were talking about this is probably the best one we had in years because all the other performances were like meh. Shakira and J Lo were they were good, but like it wasn't. It's good if you know like the old songs, but not like super good. Okay. I was told the Coldplay performance, like Coldplay's, is for like sissies.
Oh.
That's what I'm told. I guess we're not big Coldplay fans.
I was thinking Coldplay. Like
I personally did like Coldplay with him, Bruno Mars, and Beyonce. I think about it, Maroon 5 wasn't really that good because Maroon 5 performance with shirtless Adam Levine and then Travis Scott, he only sung Sicko Mode, and then Big Boy, I was expecting to bring out Outkast, sing a few more songs. He only sung I Like the Way You Move. So the only other performance better than Dr. Dre, well, second to Dr. Dre's performance would be The Weeknd, which was last year.
And I'm not a huge Weeknd fan.
What? You don't like The Weeknd?
I've been told you this. Some of his, I just don't like the way he sung Dirty Diana from MJ. It irks my soul.
What song has Dirty Diana?
It's called DD.
Okay, I must have not heard it because it's not from the new albums.
No,
but he
old.
does kind of dance like Michael Jackson. I love the After Hours album. I had to cut this from the podcast notes. I have not listened to the Dawn FM album. I think it was call it XO Tour Life Where the Weeknd At as a joke. But I have not heard the new Dawn FM album, but I've only listened to the songs on the radio. Take My Breath Away, that's good. And I keep listening to Sacrifice every day. That's a good song. And he's coming on tour this summer with Doja Cat.
I did hear a little something about that.
I have not seen The Weeknd live ever, but I have seen Doja Cat live recently. At the Made in America festival.
Right. You did say that.
So yeah, Dr. Dre performance is the number one halftime show that I've seen. I'm putting The Weeknd at number 2. Mm-hmm. Who would you want to see next year for the halftime show? It's going to take a while because now we got to think about it. We'll probably have to talk about it later. Not on the podcast, because that's going to take a while. We're going to have to open our whole genre. We're probably not going to get Adele.
Right.
So, moving on. We have a lot more to talk about. We can get into the Batman. Or should we get into, like, the Winter Bar New York trip?
How about Batman first?
Okay, so we saw the Batman opening Friday night. Well, first off, the movie theater we went to, they had design, like they had the posters, they had Sins of the Father, they had the Riddler question marks, and I was happy. I took a lot of pictures. I was happy. And the movie, I was expecting to give it like 7.5, maybe an 8, because at first I wanted the people who was like surprised, like Robert Pattinson was the Batman, but seeing the trailers, I was thinking maybe this is going to be good. The movie is surprisingly great. Let me say it again. It's surprisingly great. Like, it might be one of the best movies of the year. Matt Reeves is just great at giving a scarier version of the Batman. And spoiler alert, I thought it would be like year 1. It's only year 2. Like, the soundtrack is the same composer who did No Way Home. The soundtrack sounds super scary with the theme. And you can hear Batman's footprints. And like all the characters thinking he's in the dark. It's so great detective work. All the side characters and main characters are great. I love Zoe Kravitz's Selina. The Riddler was great and very intimidating. I didn't think Gordon would be that great, but him and Batman's chemistry is actually really good in this movie. So, and that ending, the final riddle, it blew my mind. I thought this is like more destruction that I've seen in a Batman story, more than Batman Telltale 1 and 2. Well, the finale of season 2 was actually big, but kind of bigger than that. Some people are even saying it might be better than Dark Knight, but I think it's up there, but I don't know if it's better than the Dark Knight. But I'm throwing a lot, but I think it was great. I'm gonna hold off my rating right now because I want Al to throw in your personal opinion.
So it was, like Xavier said, it was surprisingly great. I mean, I came in with relatively, like, I would say mid expectations, because like X really had to like talk to me, like kind of wean me into the idea of watching the Batman, only because I used to be a die-hard Twilight fan, and you know, once you watch Twilight, the world goes, we don't talk about that. But anyway,
I don't remember everything from Twilight, but go on.
But anyway, so once like I was kind of sold on the idea to watch Batman, we took my siblings with us. Nope, we didn't.
We took my cousin Pinky with us.
Yes, we took Pinky with us, and let me tell you, she had a completely different opinion, but we'll get there. And as I'm watching it, like, I fall in love with the soundtrack. The soundtrack was tastefully done. It was I appreciated the way that they painted Batman. Like, you could tell they really paid attention in all the little details, from the soundtrack to the way the movie itself looked, to the cinematography itself. It wasn't like too somber, but it was interesting. It was very neutral. It was like a very neutral looking film. It was great. I loved that Batman was portrayed as this like sulking young adult. You should see the Instagram reels on like the Batman if you've watched it. It's pretty funny. And I feel bad for Alfred. Okay? Like, I feel bad for him. I'm not going to say anything else, but let me just let y'all know.
He's getting roasted.
Let me just let y'all know that our dude Batman did our dude Alfred dirty, okay? Like, who wants to wake up and have someone's glaring, sullen face in your face? They don't ask if you're okay. You know, are you happy that you are, you know, spoiler, alive? No, he just immediately... it starts interrogating him, and it's just like, yo, Batman, chill. But as X pointed out, it's only 2 years. It's only been 2 years. So I love this scene. No spoiler. It's not a spoiler, but spoiler alert. I'm not gonna say too many details, but there's a scene where we can tell that he's trying to use some of his iconic Batman tools and equipment, and those shits epically, fail, and it's so funny. So I just loved it. I was like, I went in with mid expectations and came out like a satisfied customer. I'm a huge fan of it. I would watch it again. We all walked away from the film thinking, oh, we should watch this again, because I felt like we missed some things. My only nitpicking is that I wished that Kravitz had a bigger role. Like, if you look at the trailers, they hyped her up.
To me, Zoe Kravitz, Lenny Kravitz's daughter, Zoe Kravitz. I have seen Zoe Kravitz in a few things. She's a good actress. I think she had enough scenes, enough screen time. She did great to me.
I just felt like they, for the amount that they portrayed her in this certain way, and it didn't exactly live up to my expectations. Also, even though we have to keep in mind that this is only year 2. For not just the Batman, I'm assuming for everyone, because everyone seemed to be like villains and good guys. They seem to be in their like infancy stage of like, as we know them to grow to be, you know what I'm saying? Selena could have, like, she wasn't as sensual as she is portrayed to be. It wasn't towards what I felt like was the closer towards like the ending of the movie, that she really like embraced her seduction and actively tried to like, well, the whole film she's been trying to like seduce Batman, but like I didn't really feel that sensuality that you get from Catwoman until like the ending of the movie.
I mean, you didn't like Selena in different outfits in disguise? One person, she got long black hair, then she has a short haircut, and then she had a red wig.
that they did do a really good job of showing her like adaptability skills, but like the sensuality wasn't there. Like they could have had like a subtle like saucy type of song to like cue, hey, this is Catwoman, okay? When Catwoman walks into the room, all eyes are on her. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my thoughts, because I grew up with like the animated Batman series, and that Catwoman, she was like, I mean, it was a cartoon first and foremost, but like she was very sensual.
Well, I personally thought I thought she was great. I personally still like the movie was bad, but I still like how Halle Berry was the only black Catwoman. Well, the second black Catwoman, because I'm forgetting the one from the 70s and 80s. And, you know, I liked her outfit. I was going to be, like, upset because Zoe Kravitz was once again in the leather jumpsuit. It's not like a different outfit, but I personally think she was great. I was surprised at that plot twist, but I'm not going to say it.
I loved how they portrayed the Riddler. Like, he
was great.
I just loved that he represented like that like percentage of people that get overlooked and ignored because of how they are like viewed and everything and treated. And I just really loved his background, like his origin story. I like the way he portrayed himself, and he looked very different. He looked like two different people in his Riddler costume and then outside of his Riddler costume, which was a very interesting contrast and play on his character. It furthered his character development. I actually want to see the Riddler a bit more.
Yeah, I think they're hinting at a Arkham Knight series coming soon to HBO Max. Also, season 2 of Peacemaker. I've only watched episode 1 of Peacemaker. I think Kyle and Phil, they totally changed Colin Farrell's appearance to play as the Penguin. I think he did okay for enough scenes. Like, they were trying to focus more on the detective work, but I think they had an okay scene. I went to the bathroom when you saw the Batmobile scene, but it seemed pretty cool when I got back.
Mm-hmm. It was honestly a lot of badassery going on, okay? It was like Batman coming into himself. He was like, that behind is mine.
Okay. But yeah, so great cast, great soundtrack and atmosphere. Some of the acting could have been better. I think you did mention that Patterson did look a little stiff at a few scenes.
They really did.
I'm glad they didn't use the classic Martha Wayne and Thomas Wayne got shot, but changed the story a little bit.
Right.
Because that was going to be one of my upset moments to just walk out. So yeah, where's my book? I gotta get my writing book. Where are we rating this? Because I think I was going to give this a 7.5 originally, but this was going to...
I ended up giving
a B minus, but I think it's probably A tier maybe? B plus or A tier?
I think I ended up giving it an 8.5.
8.5?
Right. I think that's what I rated it as soon as I finished watching it. I remember Pinky, she was like, it was horrible. I need to watch it with my brothers and they'll be able to point out all the bullshittery that I see in this movie. And I was just like, what were you watching? Keep in mind that this is baby Batman. Okay? He just, he's just now trying to flap his wings.
I personally give it a 9.5. I think it was great. Some things could be fixed. Also, I think the Riddler was a good character, not completely physically, but definitely mentally. This is definitely the detective comic story, which is the original name of DC, starring the Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to mention it on the podcast right now. There's actually, Matt Reeves actually released a clip earlier this week about a Batman deleted scene. Because spoiler alert, we didn't think the Joker would be in this movie, but spoiler alert, he is.
I knew it! I was like, at the end, because you always have to watch and see if there's end clips.
A spoiler alert, there is one surprise guest near the end of the film, but there is a deleted scene on YouTube right now. There was a prison scene of Robert Pattinson talking to the Joker, and guess who's played by?
Is it Woody Harrelson?
No. It's Barry Keoghan from the Eternals.
Let me see.
The guy who could control people.
What? That's interesting.
And the way they portray Joker, I haven't fully watched it, but it seemed a little intimidating. They're talking very quietly, very slowly. I have to rewatch it, but Barry's Joker looks very scary, very a darker take on Joker. So
I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, I'll show you after the podcast. So I gave it a 9.5. You gave it 8.5. I don't remember Cousin Pinky's score, but I think overall that's like a 9 out of 0, so an A minus.
Right. But at the end of when we seen the end of the end clip, I was like, that's either Two-Face or the Joker, and I was leaning towards Two-Face because like they kept showing this weird angle of like the person's nose, and you couldn't really see the other side of their face.
Yeah, but
wow.
But I was thinking, nah, it's gotta be a Joker. It's gotta be. But yeah, so that's the Batman. Last take about the Batman. What was I forgetting? I'm forgetting something. I feel like I'm always forgetting something. There was something. The black lady, Belle Wu, that was running for the mayor. I thought that was like a Easter egg. Like, isn't her name similar to Belle Revue, the prison yard from the Suicide Squad? I'm gonna have to investigate that later because her name sounds a little bit too on the spot. But moving on, that's the one movie. I was going to talk about Book of Boba Fett. I've watched 4 out of 7 episodes. Al, you haven't watched it, but what I've watched is great. And there's I think episode 5 or 6, there's a few surprise guests. And like, there's the surprise guest is the end. I am so shocked he's alive, but I'm not going to spoil it. But the Book of Boba Fett looks great. I can't rate it yet. I might rate it next episode because it does look great as the Mandalorian. I can't give that spoiler away either. But
is the Book of Boba Fett before the Mandalorian?
No, it takes place after Mandalorian 1 and 2. Did you finish season 2?
No.
Okay, so you might as well just watch a YouTube overall, but it takes place after Mandalorian 1 and 2, and mind you, this is after Empire Strikes Back, but before the new trilogy.
Okay, that's not confusing at all.
Okay, so we are near a half an hour into this, so we talk about the personal things now. We've been through a lot in February. So I brought you to Rowan University for a sleepover, and we went to Winter Ball. It's like a prom for all ages, like a small prom.
Right. It was actually a lot of fun. I haven't been to New Jersey in a while, so it was nice. I had a fun time, except for like that period of time where X was just kicking my behind in Street Fighters. Obviously, he's been practicing while I had been rusty. It was Street Fighters. Well, I've been working on it though. I'm gonna redeem myself soon. So.
Well, if it makes you feel better, when I try to play a CPU on Street Fighter 2 Turbo Edition, was it Turbo Edition? Yeah, I think it's Championship Turbo Edition. I suck with the CPU, so and I don't have Street Fighter 4 or 5, so I am kind of interested in Street Fighter 6 coming soon.
Cool. But the Winter Ball was fun. We ended up doing a line. We ended up line dancing in the middle of a slow song, so that was fun. And the wine was good.
I don't think there was wine, but yeah, it was great.
Or the champagne.
And then we went to there was a gaming event for Rowan After Hours. That was fun.
It was.
Small, but fun.
We had an intense, what was it, ice hockey?
Yes.
We had an intense ice hockey session, guys. Like, I was catching up. Every time Xavier got a hit, I was catching up. But ultimately, the trophy belongs to X. But I will redeem myself.
Yeah. You spent the night. We did go to a comic store. We
did. That was a lot of fun. They had a lot of Dungeons and Dragons merch that made me want to get into it. I want to devote time to it, but what is time? We barely have time now.
I still want that Stag Sock comic with the Akira poster. I was actually watching some of Akira last night.
I really want the Harley Quinn with the cyborg stripping on the cover. It was just beautiful. Remember?
The Eat Bang Kill tour. I kind of remember.
Yeah, they had the cover has the cyborg like stripping on the pole, and Harley and Poison Ivy are going crazy.
Yeah. So there's some comics from the animated series while we're still waiting for season 3.
Been a long wait.
But moving on. How'd you like the breakfast place?
From New York?
No, New Jersey. It It was a lot, but basically the Winter Ball was fun. The comic book store is fun.
Right.
We did watch some of My Dress Up Darling, but we're going to get back to that in a bit. So next we wanted to talk about the New York trip.
So my birthday was February 19th. Happy belated birthday to me. But X and I started planning this New York trip back in January because I am a planner. I wrote like a 3-page itinerary. That's how serious I was about this, guys. And we like spent a lot of time researching where we wanted to go, cool, hidden, surprise bars, restaurants / activities in New York, and ended up having a really cool itinerary. We went to shout outs to the Magical Cauldron, New York. You guys, potion making class was a lot of fun. I enjoyed my mead. Please tell me what's the name of the welcoming mead you gave me. I'm trying to buy it. It's better than wine. Like I'll fly to freaking Switzerland to get that mead again, all right?
Yeah, it was actually scary how much you planned into this. And I also didn't think you have this much energy to be traveling that long. But the Magical Pub was probably my favorite. There was one coming to Philadelphia April or May.
May 10th.
May 10th, got it.
I literally have
I'll be graduating by then.
Right. You walk May 9th. Or the
May 9th, yes.
Okay, cool. But yeah, shout outs to you, Magical Cauldron, New York. I loved going to Bouvet Breakfast, even though everywhere we went in New York, we had to wait, like, outside.
In the cold.
Damn near for an hour. Like, but
I hate that we're doing this in the winter.
Yeah, but the food was worth it, and also it felt so magical to be in New York with snow flurries. Think about it. We have, if you're a 2000s baby, we have tons and tons of childhood beloved films that take place in New York while it's snowing. It was so magical. And also we went to Midtown Comics. Of course, we got to go to the comics. I picked up a new rendition of Silver Surfer, but I haven't read it yet. But from what I skimmed, it looks like it's following a very similar story to the original animated TV show that was on Disney Plus. I don't know if it's still on Disney Plus.
Yeah, but Midtown Comics is great. It was like my second or third time going there.
Yeah.
One of the best comic stores.
The only thing stressful about New York was traveling, but X got it down faster than me. And I still have my Metro card. Same. And, I'm keeping it.
I really we use the City Mapper app. It's probably the best transportation app I've used in a while.
Shout outs to you, City Mapper. Send us a sponsorship thing.
What else did we do? We went to the Rooftop Diner.
Rooftop Refinery. Like, I am craving their burgers. Like, their burgers were so good, and we had a perfect view of the Empire State Building.
Yeah, and there was a lot of people. Looked like they were partying.
Right, and having a great time. We also...
Money Heist. That was a lot of fun. And we met this, the black girl who gave us, extra pins. She's a model. Yeah, I don't think I still have her on my Instagram search. Have you been talking to her lately?
Not lately, but I do, I did say whenever you want to come to Philly, hit me up and we'll show you around.
Maybe she'll want to come to Rec Philly. That's where I forgot to mention. This is Friday, March 25th. We're currently recording in Rec Philly, one of the places for artists and designers and all creative people. It's currently at the Gallery, aka the Fashion District.
It's my first time here, and let me just say, we have leveled up our equipment, y'all. Expect higher quality for the Double XC podcast.
Also, no background noises.
Woo woo.
Moving on. What were we talking about? We were talking about Money Heist. It was a very immersive, interactive experience.
Some of the puzzles that they had us doing were completely downright dumb. I was like, what does this have to do with that? Turns out I'm not good with certain types of puzzles, but puzzle pieces, man, I'm a whiz at that.
Yeah, and I haven't watched much of the Netflix series. I think you were almost done season 1, almost on season 2.
Yeah, I ended up binge watching it, and it's pretty good. No one mentions when they're talking about the Money Heist. I was going to say the Money Heist experience, the Money Heist TV show. That it's actually a Latino-based TV show. Yeah,
all the writing and speaking is in Espanol.
Right, but you're able to switch over to American dub, and it's weird if you're not like used to it already, and I think it slightly
Squid Game,
changes.
which I refuse to watch.
Same, and I think it slightly changes the storyline since the translations are absolutely like perfect. But lastly about the money heist. So X and I were just making friends with the people who were there, and I ended up befriending one of the undercover actors and becoming like one of the star roles in the experience. So definitely do Fever. Thank you, Fever, for that wonderful experience. Yeah, definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yeah. We did make like a turtle and get some pizza, and it was like Prince Street Pizza. I think it's like a popular one because the people there, they got to take pictures with a lot of celebrities.
Right.
And there was a long line.
I believe the cheese pizza was good, but my stomach was acting up, so I can't tell you guys much. How was the pepperoni? I think you said it was spicy?
Yeah, a little spicy. It was good. We went to Rise New York Museum. It was actually cool. We actually did meet a lady there. I think I still have her Instagram. I'm not sure.
Right, and she's some type of creative producer, which is awesome.
I think she's an actress.
I really loved the interactive museum Rise and You, especially because at the end they have this awesome ride that lifts you 30 feet up in the air. It was so cool. Definitely go if you like museums, but you want like a different twist on museums, because usually museums are like kind of boring. You look at art or you look at historical items, and someone goes on and on about the history that you won't retain later. But this museum was interactive. Not that you could touch things, but you got to do things, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's everything we did at New York.
And then there was like good food.
A lot of traveling. I'm forgetting something. I feel like I'm always forgetting something. What did we do Sunday? We almost
missed the Megabus because I need to eat because I have like low blood iron. And listen, I let me just say, it was worth almost having a heart attack to miss the bus to go back home for their buffalo chicken wing sandwich. Okay, Shake Shack, y'all know what y'all doing. It's a buffalo chicken wing dripping in delicious sauce on a bun. I'm very hungry. You guys probably can tell I'm very hungry.
Yeah, so New York was fun. Even though it was cold, it was good to be back in New York again. I've been plenty of times. It was your first time going as a teenager or adult?
As an adult, yeah. Supposedly I've been when I was young, but I don't remember.
Yeah, my aunt has taken me too many times. I think I've went one time solo. No, I haven't. So this is my first time solo.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it feels good to be. I feel confident traveling as an adult now.
She still scared me how much she wants to plan. She actually wants to go to Las Vegas.
I have family members down there. I need to get to know them.
Yeah, I respect that, but Las Vegas, that's expensive.
We
need a job first before we go there.
Listen, I'm working 3 jobs.
I'm still looking for a full-time job. I gotta log back in because we are speaking for a long time. My laptop is messing up. Is it still going? It's still going. Okay, cool. So what was I saying? We were talking about Las Vegas. Okay, yeah. You got 3 jobs. I'm doing a job fair tomorrow, so I'm trying to get a full-time job this summer.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's about it from New York. So I also have a topic for music because it's been a while since I talked about music. I did have a Black History discussion I wanted to talk about. There was something from Rowan last month. So I do that now, or so I do need to also talk about the Twitch affiliate streams as well.
Yeah.
Twitch or history?
We can do Twitch first and then history.
So I've been back on Twitch like late January. The last time I played was August 9th, and I got like over 10 viewers, and I made it to affiliate. But then after that, I had to go back to school, and like I'm not doing any streams. So I decided to come back this year, late January, and it's fun. I was doing Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition, and
favorite strict streams is when he does Mass Effect, y'all.
Yeah, you were really enjoying it. I was playing Vanguard. It was fun playing with all the characters because I played Mass Effect 2 and 1 last year for the first time, so it was fun.
Nice.
It's good when you know how to play, because like Soldier, you don't know the different abilities.
Right.
Also with the Legendary Edition, which is free, for EA Play and Xbox Game Pass, you get to play all the DLC. I never got to play with Kasumi or the guy that's with the Eclipse. I forget his name already.
Yeah.
Plus, you get to get everybody's extra skins and doing all the DLC. Not to mention the Leo the Sailbroker, which I heard is one of the best DLCs of Mass Effect.
Hey, okay, I'm excited. Tune in because he's going to be streaming this Sunday, high noon. My crappy job has stolen me, and I'll have to like sneak and watch 15 minutes of it on my break or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna start streaming Mass Effect 3 later this month and in April. Hopefully I have time because that game is longer than Mass Effect 2. Because it's like we was talking about the Reapers coming in Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 3,
the cockroaches are coming.
Decepticons with Black Air Forces. So yeah, I keep forgetting what I'm saying because I'm speaking so much. Leo the Sailbroker, yeah, I got to get the thing about the classic editions, I can get all my dialogues up. This one, I definitely got my Paragon up all the way. I got the I always get into the fight with Jack and Miranda, and I always choose Jack. This time I got to separate both of them with Paragon, and I separated Legion and Tally with Paragon. And Tally isn't exiled.
Everyone survived. No one gets left behind.
Yeah. Also because I was cheating because I already knew what ship upgrades I needed to get. Minor thing, I still couldn't decide who I like more, Liara or Tally, but I'm still sticking with Liara.
Even though I don't feel like her race is faithful, because they could just have.
Wait, the Asari or the Quarians?
The Quarians, I think they're the purple-looking.
Yeah, with the mask.
Mm-hmm.
They need the mask on so they can breathe and not get infection.
Oh, Tally's people.
Yes.
Got it. I'm new to Mass Effect.
Were more. Yeah, remember I don't think you saw the missing because we started it early, but they were caring more about the Geth than her accusations of treason.
Oh wow! I definitely gotta watch.
Because he bought Geth tech for her father, and they kind of came back to life.
Oh shoot!
I'm drawing a lot of spoilers, but this is like a decade-year-long trilogy. But yeah, that's about it for Mass Effect. I love the game. Mass Effect 2 is definitely my favorite. But back to Twistophilia streams. It's an okay stream. It's like on and off. Mostly I just get to like 2 or 3 viewers. Some followers I knew definitely subscribe.
Nice, that's what's up. So you get money now?
Not exactly. And also advertisements, but not exactly because it's still like a few subscribers, and also I'm still offended I have not been rated yet. Like nobody has hosted me with a bunch of extra viewers, like, so I can tell either people is busy because it's the spring, like school time, work time, or like people just not showing up to the stream. And I've been doing music and gaming stream. I need to promote more of the music streams, but mostly I've just been gaming because sometimes I do music streams and I'm not feeling it.
Right. Well, it's good practice for you.
Yeah. Also, I've been so much on Twitch, I haven't done an Instagram live this year yet.
True. I knew something was different.
Personal music stuff, I'm not going to talk about that because there's not much to mention. Okay, the history stuff before I get into sus songs, or maybe I should save sus songs for the end.
Maybe for the end.
Yeah, I'm gonna save that for the end. But yeah, this is Rowan's The Wit from Thursday, February 10th. There was an open house for NAACP. I was invited to by my co-worker. We went down there. It seemed okay. Then a father came in to discuss some serious information, and I kind of had to leave. He was providing a lot of facts that probably nobody knew about, and it got very heated. But it felt like some serious accusations, like black people on the campus, black students, like kind of harassed on the campus, and they don't really look into a lot of the cases. So I'll just try to read it. On February 7th, Rowan University's NAACP president and Total Justice Chief of Staff Jasmine Jones held a Black Students Matter rally in front of Rowan's Chamberlain Student Center at 11 a.m. At the rally, Jasmine Jones, a senior with a double major in Law and Justice and Society, sociology, was accompanied by her father, Terrence Jones. That was the one that was there, Terrence Jones. The founder and executive director of Total Justice, a non-profit fighting for those wrongly accused or convicted by law enforcement. Both individuals spoke at the rally, calling out to Rowan and Rowan University's Division of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, DEI. Jones shared her experiences with discrimination on campus. On one occasion, Jones was called a racial slur by a white student in her own dorm room. The white student, who remains unnamed, was reported by Jones herself. Another student, also anonymous, heard the white student actively call Jones a racial slur and reported the incident to Rowan's DEI, who briefly met with the student. This student, who reported the situation to Rowan's DEI, was later targeted by the same white student who made comments against their sexuality. However, no actions were taken by the DEI to remedy the situation. According to Rowan's DEI Division mission statement located on the website, the goal is to facilitate Rowan's efforts to be the leading university committed to addressing persistent issues related to diversity, equity, and inclusion that result in positive outcomes for students, facility, and staff. Mr. Terrence Jones filed a Freedom of Information Act (FOIA) request for further information regarding acts of discrimination on campus. Should I drink something? Because there's a lot more, but I'm getting very parched, so let me just drink something.
This is Punky Ail with your water break. Follow us at PUNKY_AIL. That's Punky Ail. You can follow Xavier on. I don't actually know what your Instagram handle is.
XAVIONXCELLENC on Instagram. Back to the Black Students Matter rally held in front of Student Center amid discrimination issues on campus. I don't know why I'm reading the title. I'm just giving the information. Let me just fold this. This is a lot. Why am I...
This is Punky Ail with ASMR.
No,
Unintentional.
No pillow talk today. It's too early for that. But I'm back. So Mr. Terrence Jones filed a Freedom of Information Act request for further information regarding acts of discrimination on campus. From June 2019 to November 2021, there have been nearly 80 reports of student discrimination, harassment, and retaliation. And I quote, complaints related to race from June 1st, 2019 to November 16, 2021 include 53 out of 78 involving race. 78 of 78 contacts and or follow-up was made to the complainant. 13 of 78 complainants did not respond to the follow-up. 9 of the 78 complainant affirmatively declined to pursue the complaint. 56 of 78 complaints were investigated. By Joe Cardona, Vice President of University Relations, said in an email, 19 of 78 investigations are still pending. 17 of 78 allegations of discrimination and biases were unsubstantiated. 25 of 78 complaints resulted in some resolution action by the university, includes counseling, non-renewal of contract, educational sanction, meditation. Is that meditation or mediation? I don't remember.
Oh, mediation.
Mediation, discussion with Dean of Students. On February 8th, Rowan announcers sent a public email to all students providing more info on the topic, and the students' concerns expressed yesterday, February 7, 2022. There were claims that the university is failing short on its responsibilities of addressing biases and discrimination cases. The email read, part of the challenge of this work is that many times cases are resolved, but due to confidentiality laws, the institution is permitted to share only general outcomes with those making the original complaint, a situation that understandably can leave some in the community frustrated and disappointed because they may not see what they consider closure. To conclude the email,
the Rowan announcer said, no matter how challenging this work is, we are committed to creating an environment where individuals can be confident their complaints will lead to action. We will make progress together, working with groups both large and small. Individuals are encouraged to report any incident of discrimination, harassment, and retaliation to Rowan's DEI. Information can be found on their website or at this number, 856-256-5830. To remain anonymous, call the 24-hour alert line at 885-431-9967. For emergency reports, call Rowan University Department of Public Safety. And there's another number that I am not going to read.
Thank you, Al. I was dying.
I could tell.
I didn't go to the rally, but I remember there was a black people discussion rally where last semester where there was a girl talking about her and her friends were having jokes at the library, which, you know, a library, you're usually supposed to be quiet. I don't know. I haven't been in a library in a long while.
Same.
Plus, I don't really go with friends. So, I think a staff told them to be quiet, but they were still having a good time. But then, a few minutes later, some police officers came.
That's really drastic.
Yeah, I'm like, why do they need to be, like, arrested for having a fun time in the library? Like, that's really serious. And there's a lot of other... I can assume there's a lot of other things we don't know about for people like us, for black students on the university.
People of color, us pops.
And, like, all the investigations or cases that are not looked at or ignored seems like serious stuff. Like, and I work with, like, the dean of students, so, like, that's, like, that reflects on me, too, because, like, all the phone numbers I gotta answer, I gotta try to do my best to help. Like, what if we don't get to all of them in time and we're not addressing the situation?
Right. That's heavy.
But, that's all the serious work we've had. That's all the serious talk we're going to do for today. Moving on. I said we were going to do maybe I need to drink again. I'm going to finish the bottle. We're going to save most suspect songs for the last thing. We're going to get into more media.
Don't forget to follow me, guys. PUNKY_AIL. Or you can follow my art one. That's AILARTCONNOISSEUR. Yo, I'm so proud. Our art connoisseur. If you want to see some of my amazing artwork.
I'm happy for you. Also, we're using a Newman microphone.
We leveled up everything.
So, we already talked about the Batman. I personally think Book of Boba Fett is great, even though I haven't finished it all personally. So, first anime, I'm going to get into Demon Slayer Entertainment District arc. I haven't fully watched it myself, but I've been seeing the spoilers on Twitter, and it is lit. I personally have seen the movie last year for the Mugen Train, and it was perfect. The final battle was a beautiful anime battle. Speaking of Jujutsu Kaisen, Zero is currently in theaters from last Friday. I haven't gotten to see it, but I've heard some good things about it. Like, it's a 8 out of 10.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched the anime myself, though. I've never even heard of it.
So, Demon Slayer Season 2 Entertainment District arc, they're, like, fighting with, what's his name? I want to say Uzai or Uzin. A big guy with, like, a white do-rag and very strong, and he has 3 wives. So he traveling.
What?
Yes, surprising. He got muscles, he got white hair, and he has like 3 wives.
Okay.
I'm like, I want to be like this Demon Slayer.
Pimp.
So what was the main character's name?
Tanjiro?
Yeah, so Tanjiro, his sister Nezuko, and the 2 other Demon Slayers. We travel with the big guy to the Entertainment District arc to hunt down demons, and the main demon, what was her name? I want to say Daki, but I might be wrong.
Not that far. Brian and I only got to episode 7, and I promised him I would not watch Demon Slayer without him. Be single when you watch stuff, because when you watch stuff, you enter a relationship with that person that you're watching it with, and then you have to like pinky promise you won't watch ahead without them.
I'm still single and watch a lot of things by myself. I feel like maybe we should have gotten the Uncertified Lover Boy month, but there's nothing to talk about. So, yeah, her name was Daki. She was okay, but there was a surprise in the second half of the season that I can't spoil, but it does get lit. The final episode, the fight scenes, it was lit. It's probably the best animation you're gonna see. I think people have been on and off some mixed reviews about Demon Slayer, but I think it's good. And also, this
overall,
is like one.
It's good, yeah.
I don't know if it's a shonen, but it's definitely a lot of gore, a lot of action.
Definitely, yeah. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of heart tugging.
Yeah, so Demon Slayer is going strong. Great work to them. I think Mugen Train won a Crunchyroll award for probably best movie. I'm not sure. That's another thing that came last month. Comey Can't Communicate, that's an anime I need to catch up on, but that won Best Comedy and Best Girl.
Comey Cat?
Yes.
It's horrible.
You seen Comey Can't Communicate?
Is it the same? Pull it up. And I'm gonna.
Comey Can't Communicate. It's on Netflix.
Oh, not that one. My bad. I'm so sorry. I was thinking of the creators of like Jake, the American Dragon from Disney. Yeah, that's an OG. No, not that one, but yes.
Jake Long.
That is American Dragon. I forgot what I was trying to say, but I was thinking of
Comey Cat. Who's that?
Never mind. I can't remember the name. Yeah, I was thinking of something different. I haven't watched that anime. My bad.
I'm gonna watch Comey Can't Communicate later. I've heard great things about it. It seemed funny when I watched the first episode, and they just announced they're getting a season 2.
Hey,
so
that's what's up.
So, main MC, it looks like another shoujo manga. So, main MC is trying to help Komi-san communicate because she can't quite speak, and she's trying to make 100 friends. I'm like, it's high school. You trying to make 100 friends at high school is trust me, it's going to get weird. So
this kind of reminds me of B Got an H Kai, where the main protagonist wanted to sleep with 100 men but couldn't even get past the third base with the first. Look it up. B Got an H Kai. That's the first anime I remember watching. Yeah, the first sussy one.
I'm still getting over the fact like 100 women or 100 men.
100 men.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But back to what I was saying. Demon Slayer is great. Watch season 1. Watch Mugen Train. I watched the movie. I'm not watching all the episodes, but I think it has different lighting. Entertainment arc is great. They just announced they're having a new arc soon. Probably a new demon. They showed a new demon at the end of entertainment arc, so I won't get into that because I forgot his name.
It'd be like that.
But another anime. Oh, more Spice of Life. Oh, you would take a picture of it?
Yeah.
So this Spice of Life has probably got the best waifu of the year. So we're gonna talk about My Dress Up Darling. And hey, we're taking a Snapchat pic. Don't mind us. So we're gonna get into My Dress Up Darling, and oh my goodness, I did not think this was actually be good and funny. So we were watching. I was showing you 2 episodes of this when you came to Rowan for the Winter Ball.
Right, that was one of the highlights of being there.
The waifu Kitagawa-san is actually beautiful, but she actually like.
She's a nerd.
She's a nerd. She's a real deal. She's into cosplay.
Right, and her first outfit that she tried to sew by herself was so ugly.
I kind of want to show this scene to Cousin Pinky because she's a designer. MC went in on her outfit. Like, so, My Dress Up Darling. The MC, Gojo-kun, not the Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen with white hair.
He's a weirdo. He's in love with this really creepy doll.
Yeah, his granddad makes dolls, so he wanted to grow up making dolls, and like that. So he ends up growing up, doesn't have a lot of friends until he meets Kitagawa-san.
Right.
And so she finds him one day, and she wants him to help her make a cosplay outfit from a really edgy adult game. And aren't y'all in high school?
Right.
I mean, I can't judge, but okay.
I was probably doing worse in high school, but okay.
And it had a long title, so I'm not going to get into it. I'm going to have to cut all this out. But, what was I getting to? So yeah, I think I showed you 2 episodes of this. Episode 3, it gets really funny because all throughout the school, she's screaming his name, Gojo-kun. She even went into the gym to scream his name.
There was
this man's went away from her. But she said, "Nah, you're not going nowhere."
I was just cringing because he was getting all flustered with her flabby panties. I'm just like, dude, them flabby panties. Seriously? Y'all know what I'm talking about when y'all watch the ending of the first episode?
Probably.
Yeah.
Doing high school, but there is a lot of fan service. But yeah, it's really funny. It's actually a really great slice of life.
Right.
He was able to get the cosplay done in the 4th episode. Then they go to a cosplay event in episode 5, and then so 4 episodes he makes a cosplay, and then like 3 or 4 episodes he makes another one, and then episode 11 there's another cosplay event. So, and actually the season finale I believe is this Saturday, tomorrow.
Ooh.
So 12 episodes already. I don't know the manga, but I actually found it at Barnes & Noble Rittenhouse.
Oh, nice.
But I feel like there's going to be a season 2, just how good it is.
Do you think the manga follows it? Did you skim read any of it or no?
Skim read always definitely following it.
Oh, okay, cool. I have been taking a break from anime because I'm the type who gets like really emotional and really attached. Like once I start an anime and I finish it, like I'm one of those weirdos who actually cry because I'm just like, what am I supposed to do with my life now? My friends have all grown up and disappeared on me. But yeah, it was easy to fall into my dress up dolling because it was just like so fun and inviting, but also lots of fan service as well.
Also, Kid God was signs like a wheel, and she was telling him like, you gotta stand up for yourself.
Right. She's wife material, even though she a little cringe at times.
And she makes her own money.
Seriously?
Episode 3, you gotta see it. That's probably one of the funniest.
Let's go. It's Woman Celebration Month. Let's celebrate. What's her name?
Kitagawa-san.
Kitagawa-san. Doing the do. Strong and independent woman making her own cash.
Yeah. So, the last episode 11 was kind of weird because the anime thing I hate the most is the love hotel stereotypes.
Why would they ever? You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. I am not gonna ask. I'm just gonna watch.
Listen, almost every slice of life or not, there are some animes where there was a love hotel scene. I'm like, I'm just shaking my head because one, this is an anime, so you know the MC is not getting nothing.
Right.
It's just gonna be super awkward. Like this feels like a filler episode for no reason.
Please.
It happened in this anime. It's happened in When a Girlfriend Was the MC is a total simp in that one. And
I heard of When the Girlfriend.
Even this made me cancel this anime, Beastars.
We don't talk about Beastars, okay?
Yes.
We don't talk about them. So I love how like
no furries here.
You know how like in American cartoons we have the Power Pups.
The Powerpuff Girls?
I'm sorry. We have Paw Patrol, you know? That's normal to us. Beastars is like furries come to life. It is weird, okay? No hate for no furries out there, but like Beastars looks like furries, and it's just weird, okay? It doesn't look natural like Paw Patrol. Because it's animated and it's strange. I don't like it. We don't talk about it.
I mean, I like the animation. I was okay with carnivores and omnivores trying to get along, but like the relationship between the wolf and the rabbit, like every time I'm like, it was going nowhere. I'm like shaking my head, disappointed at the ending.
The whole time he's fighting his urge to eat her, like not like eat her, but like physically devour her physical form. It was like kind of low-key, kind of creepy.
And there was a she-wolf. You could have got with her. And then the ending, no, you're still going for the bunny. I'm like, and there's a season 2 on Netflix. I'm like, I'm not watching this. I don't care if the deer is still alive. I'm not watching it.
And didn't the she-wolf beat the deer's ass? Remember she confronted him?
No. The main wolf beat up the deer.
No, like she kept him. She was like, I need your help.
The she-wolf was in the fight with the main. I'm talking about the main deer one. That was like he was highly respected. That's what I'm thinking about. She wasn't fighting him. There was a scene like to the season finale where the main character got into a fight with the deer and he won. You probably missed that part because it was at the festival.
Okay.
But he survives. He's in season 2, but we're not gonna watch it. But yeah, love hotel stereotypes. The MC doesn't get anything, and it's just completely weird. So, but back to the topic at hand. My dress up darling, definitely recommend it. I give it like a where's my paper? I'm giving it a 9 out of 0, maybe a 9.5. I'll rate it later. But yeah. So that's all the media we have. Oh. Nope, I was wrong because we were going to get into expectations. No, wait. we have Doctor Strange 2 Expectations, but before that, we actually did see another movie this month, Uncharted, the video game from PlayStation and Naughty Dog. You know, Nathan Drake, bootleg Indiana Jones.
Silly.
So, I personally had low expectations for this, being live action, also as Sony. But, and this is one of 2 Naughty Dog games coming to live action. Because we have The Last of Us coming to TV soon on HBO, I believe, with the guy who plays the Mandalorian and the girl from the last few seasons of Game of Thrones at the wall. But Uncharted was actually surprisingly not as bad as I thought it would be. Al, you're somewhat an Uncharted fan. You want to get into this?
Just a teeny bit. So before I became a gamer, I used to watch my little siblings, who are like 10 and 13 now, so that gives you a time frame, play Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 over and over again, and then somehow we didn't have 2 for a while. So, and then
have y'all actually played the entire series, or do y'all just watch it on YouTube?
They've actually played the entire series, except for the newest one that just came out with all the females. I think that's 4.
The Lost Legacy.
Yeah, The Lost Legacy. We haven't played that. No one has brought it yet. But after watching them play, like I would love like watching the storyline, the dialogue, the puzzles. So I was fairly acquainted, and I had relatively like hopeful expectations for the film, and it didn't disappoint because they have up and coming hottie Tom Holland. Okay, he was cute, but I wasn't feeling the cheater vibes I was getting from him. Even though I know it's supposed to like follow his storyline, I was like, no, Tom Holland only belongs with Zendaya. I almost said Zendaya like a weirdo.
It's a hard name to pronounce. It's a hard name to pronounce.
So, I rated it, I believe, like a 9. There's nothing really wrong with it that I can remember right now, but I'm gonna just say 9 to be on the safe side. And besides, who doesn't love? I love the chemistry between. They nailed the chemistry between Nathan and Sully. So,
well, my first negative, which is still a negative. I gotta type into the laptop again because we're not doing the phone this time. First negative is that Tom Holland, he's Spider-Man. He doesn't necessarily look like Nathan Drake. Like, he's young. He's too baby-faced. Like, when you think of like Nathan Drake, there is a live action short film from like 2008, 2009 with Nate Fillion, who plays the detachable kid in the Suicide Squad. He looks more like Nathan Drake. Like, Nathan Drake looks a little older, some muscles scuffier, maybe a shaved beard. Also, Mark Wahlberg, I would have expected like an older casting for Sully. And also, he doesn't get the mustache until, spoiler, at the end of the movie, like in mid-credit scenes.
Also, not really a spoiler, but I guess spoiler, there was a moment when our boy Tom dropped and did his
Spider-Man pose. That was in the famous Uncharted 3 plane scene.
So it must have been purely reactive. We love you, Tom.
But personally, my favorite casting was Miss Allie's Chloe Fraser. But Holland and Wahlberg definitely got the comedian aspects of Nate and Sully's relationship. Definitely the a-hole personality. They got a lot. So the movie was definitely funny. I like Chloe, though she didn't have a lot of scenes, and this is like a prequel. I personally liked her. They do mention Sam a lot. There's a few Easter eggs. Nolan North, the original voice actor of Nathan Drake in the games, had a cameo in that, and I was excited.
I missed it. I got held up in the bathroom.
Some of the side characters and main villains, like Antonio Banderas, they were kind of like mad to me. They were like not important, but the plot was like, it was like okay, and they do find the treasure, even though they kind of lose it. Not slight spoiler, if you're expecting the movie to be good with like monsters like we usually see in the video games, there's no monsters, I promise you that. So like a basic treasure hunter movies. So yeah, the casting is mad, but the comedy is good. The plot is okay, it's somewhat acceptable. Some of the villains could have been better. And
True.
You gave it a 9.0. I think I give it like I was expecting to give this a 7 out of 0, but I think it's like an 8 out of 0, maybe an 8.5.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm gonna say 8 out of 0. It could have been better, but for what it's worth, it is pretty good. So if we put that together, it's like 8.5. So yeah, that's a B. That's Uncharted. I hope they don't do any more live action. I hope The Last of Us is okay as Uncharted, because they're making a series out of it. This has been like a 10-year game, and we're not talking about the sequel. That was Last of Us 2 is bad, but Last of Us, I hope it's okay, because once again, it's Sony, and like this is like a they're making a TV series, so they're going to be exploring worlds. It's going to be a horror series.
Interesting.
And like, it's got to be a lot of chemistry between Joel and Ellie, and like them trying to survive. You don't know The Last of Us, do you?
Not.
Probably because it's also ugly, disgusting zombies in a horror movie.
Yeah, you know, I'm real iffy about the zombie situations.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep mid hopes for The Last of Us. Uncharted was not as bad as I thought it was. And I believe that's all we have for media. We have my personal gaming coming up, but first, before I forget, we have Doctor Strange 2 expectations, because that is scheduled to release in 2 months, in May 5th or 6th. It's a week before I graduate, or around the time I graduate, because I have a ceremony the weekend after that. But what are you expecting from Doctor Strange? Because we got a latest trailer like weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and we see a lot of Strange with Wanda. We got Wong. We got the villain back from the first movie, black guy. He has dreads. I forget his real name.
I know what you're talking about. I see his face, but I don't know his name.
But back to the trailer, they're showing a lot of the multiverse. We're introducing Agent Chavez from the comics, the newer comics. So I'm interested. We have the Mugen tentacle monster with one eyeball. So I'm interested. That seems like it's going to be interesting. And they're fighting in New York, I think.
It's always in New York.
MCU has said they're going to stop doing that.
Not that I really mind. New York has the best setting for Doctor Strange to do his kooky geometrical shapes. I'm thinking of the fight between Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. That was an epic looking fight.
Also, Digital HD of No Way Home is now out. It's coming to DVD and Blu-ray next month. Also, a Spider-Man HD collection. But moving on. I'm interested in Multiverse of Madness. This is going to be a horror movie, but I am interested. Like Doctor Strange trying to fix his mistakes.
Yeah.
Wanda going through a lot. Maybe she's healing her children again. She got his magical book. We see different versions of them. Definitely Strange. There's regular Strange, Strange Supreme, Doctor Strange from What If. By the way, I love What If. It was beautiful.
I didn't finish it, but it's beautiful.
And we got Zombie Strange, and there's a Defender Strange that looks like he's wearing the Batman logo, but he has like a ponytail.
Interesting. I didn't see that.
But who was I thinking about? Oh yeah, we have Chiwetel Ejiofor returning as Bill and Mordo. I'm excited because he is one of the main villains of Doctor Strange. Wong, I'm looking on Google. They said that'd be funny if Bruce Campbell is in this with a cameo, because we do have Sam Raimi directing this, who is a famous horror director of Don't Believe in Evil Dead and the original director of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Oh, right. You did mention that.
Yeah, so if you see a lot of horror scenes, you remember that from like when William Dafoe's Osborn gets his super serum and it goes off on everyone, and like when Doc Ock has his claws and just killing everyone in the doctor's hospital.
Right.
Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so we're talking about expectations. What are you expecting from this?
I'm walking in with no expectations. What? Aside from the fact that I do expect that he's gonna have to fight himself. That the biggest villain will probably be against himself, since we did see a lot of fingers. Sony has been pointing a lot of fingers to the multiverse. I'm particularly thinking about Spider-Man, but I'll just leave that where it is.
Well, it's not also Spider-Man, Doc Ock in the MCU. We are getting the Ultron bots are returning. They look they look more evolved than what we see in Age of Ultron. I still love Age of Ultron. That's probably my favorite, probably second favorite Avengers movie, because that one is underrated.
Right.
I love that more than the first one. But the Ultron boss is back. The one everyone was excited for was the return of Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier. I'm excited for that. If we get X-Men, I'm excited.
X-Men coming to Marvel?
Coming to MCU.
I'm getting shivers, yo. Shivers. It's about time they done cross universes. About time. Well, universes on screen, specifically.
Yeah, it's just Patrick Stewart, not James Avoy from Days of Future Past. But that'll be good. They can have X-Men, maybe an old cast or the new cast, either way. Probably introduce some new mutants, but I'm still questioning, how are you still alive, Charles Xavier? Maybe this how did you get here? Also, are we getting a new Wolverine? Because Hugh Jackman isn't coming back.
Right, and Logan died.
Yeah, but maybe Hugh Jackman will be in Deadpool 3. I don't know. They have greenlit Deadpool 3. But if we're bringing Charles Xavier, this looks like a greenlit for Marvel's Illuminati comics.
I never read those.
Marvel Illuminati is like a big magical group with Charles Xavier and Doctor Strange and a few others at the head of the table.
Oh, okay.
So there's going to be a scene where like Doctor Strange is brought to court for his crimes, and he meets like different characters from different Marvel stories and universes.
Mm-hmm. And they make up the jury.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I'm hoping they introduce a lot, and also I'm hoping they come out of this good, but I feel like it's going to be a bad ending, because they're going through a lot of universes, and there's like a callback to What If. Not only Doctor Strange Supreme is there, but there's also like he goes back to New York and it's crumbling in pieces, kind of similar to the second half of the Doctor Strange episode.
Right. I remember that.
And it feels like Wanda is becoming more evil, more like the Scarlet Witch.
Well, I didn't finish Wanda and Vision. I will get around to it though.
Well, she does become the Scarlet Witch. That's all you need to know. Okay, well, there's a second half you need to know, but including the sons, but you need to finish the rest of the WandaVision.
I gotta finish it, yeah.
But I have high expectations for Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange and Morbius are the only ones to come out, but we also have Miss Marvel coming out. I'm excited for that. I haven't watched the trailer yet, but I'm excited for that. It's the Friday before the Wednesday that Moon Knight comes out. I'm excited for that, because look, he's going to be beating people up. Oscar Isaac is a great actor from Dune and the new Star Wars trilogy.
Oh, okay.
He also voices, I think his name is Gomez Adams in the Addams Family animated movie.
What?
Yeah.
I love Gomez Adams. Relationship goals.
But yeah, I was watching the trailer. He looked like he's doing great acting. Someone who's the stub who can't tell life from dreams from reality.
For Moon Knight, right? I think I did watch a little bit of the trailer, and I love how they sort of show that he's struggling with like multiple personality disorder. Kind of threw me back to Split, if you remember. Yeah,
sleep disorder.
Sleep disorder.
I don't think he has split personalities, but he mostly has sleep disorders and like nightmares.
Interesting.
But also, yeah, he's in it. I was about to say Oscar Isaac. That is Oscar Isaac. Ethan Hawke is in it. He's a great actor. He's like another Moon Knight. So I'm interested. Ethan Hawke coming to the MCU. There's a lot of OGs coming to the MCU. Him, Angelina Jolie.
Wait, seriously?
Yes, he was in Eternals. Don't you remember?
Oh yeah. For some reason, I don't really think about the Eternals. Like, it was important, but it also felt like a filler movie. It was like, huh?
Also, yeah, I was mad about Eternals, but and I'm surprised they got Billy from Eternals to be at the Joker. But also Sylvester Stallone, he's in Guardians Volume 2. He's one of the Ravagers. But moving on, we were still talking about high expectations for Doctor Strange too. We also had expectations for DC movies. So far, DC is off to a great start. The Batman was great. I haven't watched Peacemaker, but I think I've heard good things about it. So good that they're getting a season 2.
Oh wow!
I do know some of the spoilers from social media and YouTube. I haven't
watched it yet.
There's a cameo there's a few cameos at the last episode that'll make you laugh, and a few jokes about the Justice League. But it looks good for DC. We have Black Adam coming out the end of spring or this summer.
Nice.
I think we're still getting the Flash, but I think
I did see a trailer for the Flash, actually, or was it the Justice League? I get confused.
Snyder Cut was last year.
I seen one for the Flash recently.
It's probably what I'm talking about. There was a trailer showing all the DC movies, but one of the movies got pushed back to 2023. I don't remember if it's The Flash or Aquaman 2. Let me look up while we're doing it. Aquaman 2. So yeah, Aquaman got pushed back to March 2023. So we gotta wait next year for that. The Flash, I believe, is still scheduled to come out. Nope, I was wrong. They both got pushed back.
Oh, man.
So we only get Batman and Shazam's Enemy. So we have to wait next March for Aquaman 2, which would have been better to come out this Christmas. And we have to wait till June 2023 to see The Flash in his new suit, a second Barry Allen of Ezra Miller. You know, it would have been cool to have like the Barry Allen from the TV show, but we already know there's a multiverse there. There's a scene from one of the fewer seasons where they meet each other, but you probably don't know that, or some people haven't seen it because it's hard to keep up with TV show. I can't keep up with all of it. Black Lightning, Legends of Tomorrow. Actually, I don't care for Legends of Tomorrow. I've heard Supergirl
really
is bad.
Legends of Tomorrow really. Legends of Tomorrow really fell off. I used to watch. Go ahead. I used to watch the Barry Allen, The Flash on CW every day when it first came out with my family, and it just, after a while, I got tired of Iris and her skin lightening conditions, and I was just like, you know what, I am done. Last time I checked in, Barry Allen has a daughter and a son, and her daughter is flirting with an enemy.
I didn't know that. That was the newest season. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, spoiler.
But moving on to the movies, I'm upset that we gotta wait till we can finally see Ezra Miller's Flash in a new suit and the gold boots, and then second him, and we're getting a new Supergirl.
Right. Well, I'm not big on Supergirl. Period.
And I was waiting for the end of this year so we could see the Flash, because we're supposed to have not only Ben Affleck returning as Batman, but also Michael Keaton returning as Batman. Yes, one of the first actors of Batman. I think either not the first one that was Val Kilmer, I think. The one with Joker, with Jack Nicholson as the Joker. No, I'm thinking Michael Keaton was a Batman with Batman Returns, the one with the Penguin and Catwoman.
Okay. You know I'm better with faces than names.
Speaking of Batman, that reminds me. One of my friends sent me a video of all the Batmans with black eyeliner, with like because Robert Pattinson has black eyeliner. I'm like, that looks perfect.
It does.
That was another thing about the movie. Like, I think Pattinson is like a good Batman, a good detective. This was like a different take on Bruce Wayne. I was like,
really
I kind of don't know if he's like a good Bruce Wayne, but he's definitely doing a good Batman.
I really appreciated the detective skills. Like it makes sense
because he's more like estranged. This is like a darker Batman. Like, he's not really like a playboy in this one. He doesn't do much.
But sulk and yell at Alfred. Poor Alfred.
But yeah, that's about it for DC. So only the Batman, Peacemaker, and Black Adam. So that's kind of a disappointment. I think there's something else. Is the Sandman supposed to come out this year? I'm not sure. Sandman is one of the OGs. You know, Sandman, Lucifer. I think, what is his name? Constantine was in it. I do like Death. He's one of my favorites.
I haven't watched that yet.
The Sandman live action.
Speaking of live action, what did you guys think of Cowboy Bebop?
I think I mentioned that in the last episode, but I think I kind of didn't want to mention it in front of Cobra Show. I thought the ending was bad. I never got to finish it, so I think I give it for a lot of people, I've heard it's bad. it's not as good as the animation, and it's getting to the point we need to start making live action movies, because there's live action Cowboy Bebop, live action Tokyo Ghoul, live action JoJo, live action Death Note that we see. There's even a live action of Full Metal Alchemist.
Why are these all American made?
Japanese made. Even Attack on Titan. And they're trying to have a Netflix live action of One Piece. I'm like, who asked for this?
One Piece isn't even finished.
I'm like, can we stop? Like,
yes, please.
If Cowboy Bebop or Tokyo Ghoul can get it, Bleach can get it, Jujutsu Kaisen gonna get it, My Hero can get it.
Just leave it alone. I don't want to be the generation of reruns. Leave it alone.
So I had high hopes for Aquaman 2 and The Flash. I think they're going to be good, but now we gotta wait next year, which Shazam 2 is always scheduled to come next year, which looks like it's going to be fun. Mm-hmm. They have Lucy Liu as one of the villains.
Shout out to Shazam, because it's in our hometown, Philly.
But how you feel about Black Adam? I'm kind of like mid about it, because they haven't shown a lot about it, but then they showed the latest DC trailer with all the movies, and they finally showed Hawkman and Dr. Fate and the other ones, and I'm like, okay, maybe I'm interested. They look good.
I haven't seen anything for Black Adam. I have heard of Black Adam as a superhero, but I don't know.
He's not a hero. He's a villain. He's Shazam's arch nemesis.
Then I know absolutely nothing. I was probably thinking of something else, of a different person.
Yeah, but they're introducing a lot from DC, so this looks like it's going to be interesting. If you don't know, Dr. Fate is in one of the Suicide Squad movies, animated movies, and he's also in Injustice 2, so he knows a lot about the future and kind of almost observes, kind of like the Watcher in What If.
Okay, very interesting.
Hawkman is very famous from like the old Justice League animated series, so that's interesting. Who plays him? I need to look up the Black Adam cast. I think The Rock. I don't know much about Black Adam, but I think The Rock is going to be great as him.
Seriously? Why am I surprised?
What did you please tell me? You know The Rock was going to be Black Adam.
I didn't know this.
You are far behind.
Under a rock.
So yeah, Dwayne Johnson's going to be Black Adam. There's a Cyclone played by Quintessa Swindell. What does she play in?
I love Trinkets. Trinkets was an awesome TV show about this addiction to like shoplifting.
Really? I've never heard of it.
It's on Netflix. It's awesome.
So she must be a new actress. That was his name. Hawkman is played by Aldrich Hodge. He's a good actor. Where's he been in? One Night in Miami. I still haven't watched that. The new reboot of The Invisible Man. He's in Straight Outta Compton. He was MC Wim.
He was in Underground?
He was MC Wim. Wait.
Guys, Underground is such an awesome, underrated TV show that was started by John Legend about slavery. Like, oh my god. And then they discontinued it because white people, no offense, but like we're like, yo, y'all need to stop because this TV show is just too controversial. If you want to see a historical TV show, watch Underground. It is so good.
It's like just about slavery, or is it about the Underground Railroad?
It's about, slavery is a very vast.
Yeah.
So the Underground Railroad is included in it, but it's not the main focal point of the TV show. You can find it on Hulu.
I don't remember him in The Walking Dead, but he's definitely in Hidden Figures. I don't remember him in Hidden Figures. Okay, probably not. That's why I also remember him from Brian Banks. I think he was a football player, but he got arrested. This is like a true story. It was like September 2018. Brian Banks, an all-American high school football star who finds his life impended when he's wrongfully convicted of a crime he didn't commit, and so he goes to jail. You don't remember that movie?
I don't think I watched it.
There's one where he says, "And the truth matters." Yeah, I vaguely remember that line from every commercial they show. But yeah, I think he's going to be good in that movie. So Black Adam, I think it's going to be like mid expectations, but probably going to slightly exceed those, like maybe a B tier movie.
Oh, okay. Cool. Seems like we have a pretty good actor on our hands, especially if he has some of my favorite TV shows in his repertoire.
Yeah, we're now an hour and a half into this. Oh shoot, it's 7:12. We're supposed to be done at 7:30. We gotta try to wrap this up, but I'm disappointed that Gotham Knights is still scheduled to come out by the time Halloween comes out, but Rocksteady's Suicide Squad got pushed back to 2023, and that I'm kind of disappointed because that was the number one game I was excited for this year.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have been waiting a lot for Gotham Knights. My number one game came out a day before or a day after my birthday. Horizon Forbidden West.
I got you that.
He did, and thank you so much. So I haven't played it yet, but I will as soon as I get a chance to get some sleep. I got 3 jobs. You know Rochelle from Everyone Hates Chris.
Yeah. So what were we talking about? I'm seeming to forgetting as we're trying to wrap this up.
Being pushed back.
Yeah, so no, Gotham Knights is coming out October. That's the one with the core owls.
Right.
So that would be good. But we won't get to kill the Justice League and play the Suicide Squad. Deadshot, King Shark, Captain Boomerang trying to go fast in the Speed Force, or Harley Quinn using Batman's gadgets until next year. And that's the return of Rocksteady, the ones who made Batman Arkham.
Right.
But I know they're going to take their time, and it's probably still going to be great. We probably gonna have to get our cosplays ready for Gotham Knights, because by the time that comes out, it'll be a week before Halloween comes in.
True.
I think I'll probably be Red Hood, maybe Nightwing. Probably Red Hood's outlaw outfit.
I might cosplay as Jason Todd. He's my favorite sidekick.
But that's also Red Hood.
Oh, true.
Okay, if you'll be Red Hood,
maybe.
I'll probably be Nightwing.
You can pull off Nightwing. Or maybe I'll be Damian Wayne.
Reminds me, I need to... Damian Wayne isn't in it. It's Tim Drake as Robin.
What? His son is not in it? But his son is the newest, Robin.
I guess he don't exist in this one, but at least we got Core of Owls. I've been told by the Batman cast has been saying that the Core of Owls is the best Batman series. The best Batman comic.
Nice.
I haven't read it yet, but I'm expecting it's... Gotham Knights is gonna be good. Moving on, games, so I can try to wrap this up fast. Gaming. It's now 3 years of Apex Legends, and a new season just dropped, Defiance, with a new legend, Mad Maggie. And I got back into this. I reinstalled it. I like the control. The control mode is like a team deathmatch, and control 3 points like domination. So that was fun, but it was for a limited time. And then I got back into Rank, and I instantly dropped it. I was close to unlocking Mad Maggie, but I didn't play it that long. I honestly don't like Battle Royales. And they are talking about taking off the building set of Fortnite.
Yeah, building can be kind of obnoxious if you're not good at it. I'm okay at Battle Royales. They're fun, but it depends on the structure of the game. Moving on. Also,
the new update of Fortnite has Doctor Strange. I'm I'm still not playing this. Back to Apex. Mad Maggie, who is the anti-rival of Fuse. She seems like a savage. She's she's the attack base. Her ultimate is she rolls a ball and can kind of has Michael Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, so pretty cool. Her intro is savage.
Collecting skins is fun though.
She throws a ball into the screen and then kicks the screen.
Cool.
So yeah, that's Apex. So I'll give it maybe a B. But this is a free game. You need to give it a try maybe.
Maybe.
We've already talked about Mass Effect 2. Loved it. We were going to roast Elden Ring because that was the first game that came out this year.
Oh yeah. So
Bootleg Dark Souls.
So I follow one of my favorite ASMR artists, and he does a lot of on his section of his YouTube, he does a lot of ASMR gameplay playthroughs. And mind you, this is an old white man that we lovingly call Uncle E, and he does not make the type of content where he's roasting things. But he came out with this video, and it was titled "Why Elden Ring is Trash," and he was just showing us how you would expect certain features in the newest game, and it was you weren't able to do them, or you had to do them with a horse. For instance, jumping. You still can't jump. Your character can't jump, but if you have a horse, then you can move on obstacles that were previously like impossible. But that's still kind of stupid. You would think after all these years, the least they could do is make your character jump. Okay? Or swim. If you start swimming, you die immediately. That's stupid. But those are just our takes on the game and why it's kind of like,
It's just fun watching a bootleg Dark Souls and watching everyone die. The Black Okage and Gamer Illuminati is playing it. CJ the Champ is playing it. By the way, shout out CJ the Champ. I love his Black Air Force activity videos. He had one for Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins, Madara. He just released one earlier this week about Revy from Black Lagoon, so I'm going to watch that after this. But yeah, that's Elden Ring. You know, I'm still trying to save it for PS5 because one of the first games I want is SIFU. So we gotta talk about SIFU. It looks great, a good action game. It's like people gotta know when to parry, know when to dodge, and then attack. And every time you die, you get older.
oh wow. Eventually you'll just keel over then.
I think the most you can die is like in your 70s. You could choose to be a male or a female. So it's fun seeing everyone play this. I've seen Kiki X Baby play this, Gaming Illuminati play this. I think Corey Kinson. It seems like a fun game. Definitely rage quit, but still fun.
Cool.
The story and plot is small. It's a revenge story, as a lot of PlayStation stories like Last of Us Part 2 and God of War series, but it was good. I liked it, and the animation looks great.
Cool.
I was going to talk about Scarlet Nexus, an anime video game that came out last year, but I didn't beat it, and I kind of uninstalled it earlier this week from streaming because they put me in a boss I didn't know how to beat. Just annoying. But it's a good anime game. I give it a try. It's from Bandai Namco, who has some hit or miss anime games, but this one, it was actually really good.
Storyline seemed really interesting because I tune in from time to time for X's Twitch streams. I was hooked on it. Storyline for sure.
It's not an RPG per se, but it's definitely like a fun anime game. I was getting like Persona vibes, but also like Cyberpunk vibes. So when you start the game, you can choose to be two different characters: Yuito, the male character, or Kasane, the male character. They both have similar powers. They both have telekinesis, and a lot of the characters have mind powers. Like one can teleport, one can read people's minds, and is half cyborg.
Cool.
One has fire powers.
Nice.
So yeah,
nice range characters.
So yeah, I uninstalled the game. Either I'll go back and play Kasane's story, or I'll just watch the anime. Speaking of, I still have not finished Persona 5 animation. So that's about it. The last thing we wanted to talk to, well, we got 10 minutes, is the most suspect songs ever. So I just made, yes, sus, like Among Us. Doom, 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 doom. So I was making a list of all the most popular songs that are a little suspect, between the lines. So first off, Stacey's Mom Has Got It Going On from Fountains of Wayne.
True. I love that song, even though it's,
It's taboo.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
If you stop and think, Jesse's Girl, that's my song, but also another
Jesse's
one.
Girl.
Dude is literally singing about stealing his bro's girl. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
That's envy, but that's also the NTR is lit. My boss always sung this a few times last semester. Which Girl from Daryl Hall and John Oakes, you know, the ones that sings "You Making My Dreams Come True."
Yeah.
They performed at the Hoagie Fest a few times. I thought it was about a sugar daddy and gold digger, but it's more like it's about a rich dad and a spoiled daughter. So I was wrong. That's not really suspect, but what's definitely suspect. Have you heard this song on TikTok? Brooklyn Blood Pop by Psycho.
I don't think so. I'm not on TikTok.
It's the song that goes dun 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 dun. Well, that's about a Brooklyn blood game, but also about a school shooter.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Speaking of school shooter, we gotta talk about Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People.
I
That's
don't
also about
care.
A school shooter.
I love that song.
I
was
like the song
emo.
too, but
you know, it's the theme song for Peacemaker, right? It matches his MO, honestly.
Moving on. This is an anime song you probably don't know. Love Taste. It's about a yandere. So no.
Next.
You probably remember this one because this was from high school days. What does the fox say? The song is just annoying, and it's about furries, so no.
It's about furries? I thought it was about questioning the existence of a fox.
Well, why?
Yes.
Is the fox real? Or
I hope so.
if it's not the nine-tailed fox or the fox lady from League of Legends, I don't care. Somebody do this, and somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. I think the song was okay, but somebody told me it was like the female. There's a female on the song, and her verse is kind of like weird. They told me the song is about a 50s housewife fantasy, and like in the music video, there's a porcelain doll's burning.
Very creepy vibes.
So yeah, 3 more. You remember the song White said Fred's "I'm too sexy for my shirt"?
Yes.
Too sexy for my shirt. I didn't think the lyrics were weird, but I can get like the feel, like the song is kind of over white weird.
It is weird, but in a fun way though.
But if we're talking about that song, shouldn't we also say like Drake's version of "I'm Too Sexy" is kind of weird? Or I've heard it a few times. What do you think?
I've only heard it. Wait, I used to play it a lot, but I can't remember how it goes.
It's mostly Future singing the chorus. I'm too sexy for his dress.
Well, like if Drake does it, then it's cool, and no one thinks about it. You know what I'm saying?
I still don't like the cover of his album, but never mind that.
Agreed.
Bloodlines. Yeah, that's definitely weird because it's against consent. No means no, boy.
I haven't heard the song. Apparently I'm glad I haven't heard it.
Like Bloodlines. I know you want it. I know you want it. Yeah, Robin Thicke.
Didn't his
T.I.
wife leave him?
Yes.
I think his wife left
Paula
him.
Patton.
She was like, no, that is non-foolery today.
That sucks too, because he was in The Real Husbands of Hollywood, BET, which says now returned on BET Plus, which I'm not getting. The other is Tyler Perry, so no. And the last song I have is, this breaks my heart. Every breath you take, every move you make.
I know what you're singing. I just don't know the name of it.
It's the Every Breath You Take by the Police and Sting. Every breath you take, I'll be watching you. Basically, the song is basically about a possessive and controlling stalker.
That made me think of Edward watching Bella while she slept. What? That's what you said. Every breath you take, I'll be watching you. That's what he did.
Okay. So yeah, this was definitely quicker than the last episode. But that's it from WXC Podcast Episode 7. Punky Ail. Anything you want to say?
Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you on Instagram or see you in the next podcast.
So the next episode will probably be sometime in April. I might have a few guest artists, 1 or 2. Some other people have music events coming soon. I might have them as guests, or I might just have the next episode in May by the time I graduate. Or somewhat graduate, because I gotta graduate in the end of the year, but I'm participating by the end of May. Where am I going with this? But yeah, that's episode 7. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you, Punky Ail, for being a part of this again.
Thanks for having me.
I'll see you all next time, and this is XXC signing off.